Okay, so remember that the news that was leaked. Well, not leaked, but like announced that CW was going to be doing a live-action Powerpuff Girls show that would be like darker and more edgy. The thing we literally none of us wanted or asked for. Well, that thing got some casting today. Now, before we get started further into it, I want to preface this saying that while I am in no way, shape, or form excited for this show, I'm not going to shit on the actors who are playing these roles, because they're all really good. In fact, I was actually shocked at who they got. I mean, yeah, they're all TV actors mostly, but, like, they're all, like, big-name TV actors like Dove Cameron and Chloe Bennett, who actually both of them appeared in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I'm forgetting the last one, Yana, I cannot pronounce her name. But yeah, so I was like, Dove Cameron and Chloe Bennett are in this? Alright. Whatever. Cool, good for them. I'm glad they're getting... the point is, they're not... Actors and actresses are not part of the show. So if you want to blame anybody, blame the studio that are okay with this. Don't, go on Twitter and, like, angry rant at them. They had no part of it. They're just doing their job. So I'm going to preface by saying... while I'm not hyped for the show, I'm not going to take my anger out on the actors who are playing the roles, because they all got cast as Blossom, Buttercup, and Bubbles. So, I'm not going to take it out on them, they're just doing a goddamn job. So, I'm not going to, go all out on them. But what I am going to do is talk about the show and how I am not excited for this at all. How is this getting to be a thing? So, yeah, for those who are unaware, they are doing a dark, gritty reboot of a live-action series for Powerpuff Girls that in here, they're going to be focusing on the girls in their grown up, and they are now, like, dealing with the trauma of being superheroes and the abuse they took. And immediately I went, time out. Abuse? Are you talking about... Motherfucker, are you trying to paint the professor the most kind and caring man in animation next to Greg Universe as a bad guy? Excuse me? That's what we're doing here? We're gonna make the Professor Utonium, who created them out of nothing and gave them nothing but love and support, despite everything, we're gonna make him like the dad in Umbrella Academy? I'm sorry, but you can kindly get fucked if that's the angle we're going with. Because, yeah. What? That's not even in character. That's not even, like, remotely in the professor's character. At all. Even in the reboot, he was still a good guy. He was, a still caring person to his kids, what the great good fuck is this? And the other thing is, trauma? There was no... They willingly went out and fought. Yeah, they were still kids, and they dealt with some pretty heavy shit sometimes. Look at the episode Speed Demon. But at the same time, they were like, yeah, we can get through this. We're a family. We can keep fighting. So what is going on here? I don't know. And also, people are already bitching about their the actresses are all different ethnicities, and I'm like, motherfucker, they came from literally sugar, spice, and everything nights, and MacGuffin juice. They're literally not even, they were just created. They weren't born. Also, they're imaginary, so get the fuck off your high horse. I'm just not excited for this at all. I mean, CW is doing really good work with shows like Superman and Lois, and a few other places. But none of this sounds good. If you were gonna do a dark, gritty reboot of a classic cartoon, okay, hear me out. But honestly, if you took this premise and put it to Johnny Quest, I'd have been a lot more open to it, because I was like, yeah, Johnny went on some really effed up crap, and his dad was kind of more, when you think about it, his dad was morally ambiguous to his well-being most of the time. Race seemed to be more of a father to him than anything else, and that'd probably be some trauma right there. Yeah, if they had said we're gonna Johnny Quest is we're doing a dark reboot of Johnny Quest in his older years, and he's a little more jaded by his adventures, I'd have been like, all all right, that sounds cool. I could be down with that. Like, it would be... I mean, it would be CW... And also, the other thing, and like, I'd preface this as like, it's the CW. We're working on a superhero show on the CW budget. I mean, at least Superman and Lois so far knows the budget they're working with, so they know what they're doing. But Powerpuff Girls, like, whole fucking cities were destroyed in the vast majority of their fights, and they're superpowers. So obviously this is going to be more a drama, so they're probably going to keep the powers to a minimum, aka we're going to save money. So, yeah, none of this sounds good to me. None of this sounds like a good idea, but I am not going to take this out on the actresses. I'm not going to take... Yeah, some people are, like, some neckbeard motherfuckers who look strangely a lot like that episode Collector's Nerd, are already flocking to Twitter being like, this is not my Powerpuff Girls. I want them to be small and cute. You fat fucks. You fat fucking neckbeard motherfuckers. Anyway, but me personally, I'm just not gonna watch it. That's me protest. Okay, I may, like, out of morbid curiosity, give the pilot a look and just laugh at how bad it might be. And, you know, devil's advocate, it might be good. Like, remember how, like, in my earlier years on YouTube, I bitched and moaned of how bad X-Men First Class was gonna be, and then it turned out to be really good, and I promptly kicked myself in the ass? So, but I mean, I don't put much stock that this will be good, but there's always that off chance it's a 95% chance it'll suck. No doubt about that. But there is that 5% that is like, maybe it'll be good. Like, maybe it'll turn out a lot better. But who knows? We haven't even seen the fucking show. It's just that they haven't pitched this right. I'm not interested. The actors, I mean, the actresses they got for Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup are really good. I don't think I saw who's playing who, but I'm pretty sure Yana, I'm forgetting her name, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it, but yeah, Yana is playing Buttercup. Dove Cameron's playing Bubbles, which would actually be kind of perfect, and Chloe Bennett is playing Blossom, which also would be pretty perfect. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments. Actually, I'm curious how they would do him in live action. Now that I'm thinking about, like, is he going to be CGI? Is he going to look more like the devil? Is he going to look like, you know, him? Who knows? Anyway, but you guys tell me in the comments below. What do you, are you guys interested or still like, nah, not for me? It's a no for me, dog, because that's how I'm going. But I'm not gonna, you know, go after the actresses. I'm not going after any of the actors. They're just doing a fucking job. So, but, yeah. If anything, I will be morbidly curious about the pilot, or at least look at the reviews. I'm not going to go out of my way to watch this when it eventually premieres. Whenever. I didn't even bother check. I don't even think they had the article I read had a release date for the show. So anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.